Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with for the first time on this channel, looking at a bootleg or knockoff Marvel action figure. Today we're looking at the CT Toys Wolverine, the Tiger Stripe Wolverine. My all-time favorite design for Wolverine. And this of course is a knockoff of the Medicom Mafex Tiger Stripe Wolverine. And here's the back of the box. They did a fantastic, oh no.
Say that again?
In the intro, oh my god, I can't believe I said that. They did a wonderful job at mimicking the packaging style of Medicom Mafex. But yeah, on presentation alone, I am instantly sold. But let's see how this figure is out of the box. So without further ado, let's get into the review. Giant Size X-Men issue number 1, released in May of 1975, saw the return of Wolverine in the same costume that he debuted in, although with a brand new mask, and this suit later came to be known as the Tiger Stripe suit, one of the most iconic pieces from his wardrobe, and one that would cross over into mainstream popularity after it was heavily used in the X-Men animated series. This figure doesn't really have like that Medicom Mafex quality to it. The Medicom Mafex figures, they just feel effortless to pose. It just all feels like buttery smooth. But this figure has some quirks to it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Let's go over them, starting with the boots. I think you guys all know by now, I love metallic paint, preferably gold, but I can dig some other colors, and what we have here is a metallic blue, which is something we don't really see that often in Wolverine figures, especially of the Tiger Stripe. It's usually like a flat blue color, but yeah, here it is metallic, very reflective. You can see parts that are raised up, like the black pieces, as well as like muscle protruding through the boots itself. Especially back here on the calves, he got some thunder calves on him. These ball joints though do not match up with the blue on the boots, so they do kind of stick out like a sore thumb. The fins for the legs are pretty long going outwards, but on the inside they're not as long. I think they're supposed to be like even with each other. I can see this being a design choice from the engineers, however, because you put his legs close together, they're going to clash with one another. And then continuing up, we get to his thighs. Bro did not skip leg day. There appears to be a slight amount of shadowing in those crevices, the back of the thighs, just as detailed as the front. Yeah, let's see them Wolver buns. That was awful. Oh, I love the sculpt work back here though. It's a little baggy, so you don't see like the entire crack like they do for the Marvel Legends figures. But again, love the metallic blue. And then up to the belt piece. This is separate so you can move it in any direction you want. They kind of nailed that like leathery texture. Love the red, how vibrant it is. You got that classic X logo in the center. And then moving up to the torso, and yeah, just like the thighs, like every inch of his muscles are just protruding through that suit. Oh my god, even on the, oh my god, the back. This looks like the top of a brain. This is some Pearlescent Toys lore. The reason why I didn't get this figure originally, the tiger stripes are blue here.
What is wrong with you? Why are you blue?
They are the same metallic blue as like the trunks, the boots. The placement of them are absolutely perfect. I think they're the perfect length, the perfect width, but the blue. See, I'm more used to seeing him with the black stripes. It's just something that I'm not entirely used to. And then looking at the shoulder pads, they are a metallic blue, but they're different than the stripes, the trunks. It helps the shoulder pad stand out, definitely. Going down the arms, yes. What would Wolverine be without his big ol' hairy arms? The muscularity is spot on, as well as the hair. I thought the gloves were raised, but they're actually not. The entire forearm is molded in this blue plastic. They actually painted on the skin tone right here. Don't know if the Medicom Mafex version is like that. And now going over accessories. First up, we have this masked head with a neutral expression, and they just absolutely nailed the paint apps for this. It looks one-to-one with a Mafex figure, honestly. You get some darker yellow on top of the head, but like, yeah, the mouth, ooh, that looks amazing. And more importantly, he comes with this angry head. You can see like his little fang sticking out right there. They kind of missed a spot here beneath the mouth. But yeah, for the most part, like it is super strong. He also has this unmasked head. They did a pretty decent job at it. Definitely gives off that knockoff vibe. I do appreciate the blue highlights going all throughout the hair, those strands going down the center of the forehead, the eyebrows, eyes. Yeah, it looks really good. Not from the back though. Oh, that looks awful. Is this what the real thing looks like? Jeez. But it also comes with this cowl. He's able to just like drape it over his shoulders. Not as detailed as the Mezco 112 version, but still nicer than the Marvel Legends. And now circling back to his hands, we have the clawed hands.
You lumpy, clumpy claws.
And they are really, really long. I might be in the minority here, but I just don't really like it when his claws are super long and exaggerated like this. It doesn't make sense. Like, how is all of this fitting in here? But I will admit, like, they do look pretty cool here. Definitely eye-catching, I'll give them that, because the silver paint is very reflective. He also comes with 2 fisted hands and 2 open neutral hands. But now going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much, and he's able to look down that much. He has a really good amount of pivot and side-to-side movement. He's able to move his arm up this much, and with the butterfly shoulder joint, it doesn't move back a whole great deal, but it does move forward a considerable amount, and that shoulder has drop down, allowing it to move further down, rotation at the shoulder, an upper bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow that allows him to bend in this much, and a ball mounted wrist hinge allowing his hand to move in pretty much any direction. He has a diaphragm joint at the middle and the bottom of his abdomen, allowing him to bend this far back, and a crazy amount forward. Those joints also unlock a really good amount of pivot, as well as some side to side movement. His legs, ooh, it's scary moving them. They're really hard to move. It just feels like I'm gonna break it. I think he kicks up this far. His legs go out to the side this much. Oh yeah, drop down, cool. And his leg goes back, not really at all. These hip joints are just super stiff. He has a double jointed knee that allows him to move his leg back this much. Upper calf swivel. His foot is able to move this far down. It's able to go this far up, and he has some some toe hinge too. All right, now going over size comparisons, here we have Tiger Stripe Wolverine next to Brown Suit Wolverine and Sensational Spider-Man. And then here we have him next to some legitimate Medicom Mafex figures. We have Spider-Man and Daredevil. And then on to Marvel Legends, here he is next to the Retro Collection and Secret Wars Brown Suit Wolverines, Love Triangle and X-Men 97 Wolverine, Magneto and Sabretooth, Beast and Colossus, Jean Grey and Cyclops, Storm and Jubilee, Nightcrawler and Rogue, Deadpool and Hydra Bob, Darwin and Morbius, Stanley and Squirrel Girl, and introducing the newest member of the Size Comparisons lineup, we have Baby Wolverine, along with Jeff the Landshark and Spider-Ham. Alright, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give the CT Toys Tiger Stripe Wolverine here a final rating of 8 out of 10. I think for the price that you pay for this figure, it is definitely like a 10 out of 10. But like the figure itself does have its struggles, mainly those hip joints. They are just super stiff. The paint apps aren't like super strong. Some of them are already like chipping off, especially like in the shoulder area. And posing it doesn't really feel as smooth as a legitimate Medicom Mafex figure. But nonetheless, like for what you're paying for this, like it is amazing. It's almost a steal, really. Because yeah, while it doesn't have that same feel, it gets really close to it. And I can say that because I own a lot of Medicom Mafex figures. Just an awesome figure. So 8 out of 10. But
Let's do this.
yeah, that'll do for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below what you thought about this figure. I would love to see your guys' opinions. Are you going to be getting this as well? And while you're at it, like and subscribe and share with a friend. Anything you can do to support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Later, bub. And now on to Marvel Legends. Here he is next to the... It looks like 1-to-1 with a myth. Here's the back of the box. They did a really good job. But now going over articulation as a legitimate Medicom and then on to Marvel Legends. Here he is next to... Excuse me. Thank you for 5,000 subscribers, by the way. I really put my all into these videos, if you couldn't tell.